All right, let's see what we got here. This is take two. These are the facts laid out. I want to share this with you, and it's not a story, some kind of story of woe or woe is me. We're going to preface this with this. I fervently feel that each and every one of us get what we deserve, good or ill. I fervently feel that everything you do comes back to you. If you do something good, that comes back to you. If you do something bad, that comes back to you. And you can't do something good to make up for something you did bad. It doesn't work that way. They don't cancel. They come back to you in force. So, this is not a tale of woe is me. To a certain extent, it's a tale of personal achievement. It's a tale of wherewithal. Just sticking it out and doing it. If the want is big enough, the how doesn't matter. All right, did I get all the inspirational quotes in there I can find? I think so. I think we're good. There is an I in team. It's in the little a-hole. So, essentially, Smith Welding Restoration went bust this year. I've drawn back. I've regrouped. I'm working hard to button up loose ends and finish the work I'm committed to. And I'm maintaining that. The shop space where I was at, the guy that went away did in fact come back. He's in his shop space again. I'm indebted to those people. They're good people over there. They treated me well, even when I couldn't cut it. Running a shop is not my shtick right now. I got a lot of education to bring upon myself. Know business. You can be good at your trade. You have to know business. You can work by yourself indefinitely. It's easy. Running a business, running a crew, straight, legit, doing everything how it's supposed to be by the numbers. You spend most of your time doing administration. I'm not that guy. I learned that the hard way. So I got back over here to the house and regrouped, and I'm pushing forward, wrapping up loose ends. Took on one medium-ish, big-ish project, and I've wrapped it up to a point right now. I'm square with him, he's square with me. I don't have any remorse or issues there. I did damn good work for the guy. Friday afternoon, I get a letter, certified. The guy that owns the mortgage note on this property wants to just sell it. He's tired of waiting for me to try to correct my finances, or moreover, me to correct the girl's finances. We're not legal married. We present each other as husband and wife. Primarily it's fiscal issues. We're not legally married right now. So one day we'll get those things sorted out and make that big leap perhaps. Till then, we're husband and wife. We live that way. We've lived that way now for 3 years. We've known each other about 5 years. So I get a letter. And like I said, it's not a boo-boo, poo-poo story. I'm not mad at the note holder here. He's a hell of a guy. Very kind, very generous. So it is what it is. And let's sell this place outright. So we have to move our shit, tidy it up, vacate, gone. I'm incapable of doing it in the time span he wishes, but I'm going to do everything I can to fulfill that, even though I know it's an impossible task. you could break down at this point. Just throw your hands up and walk away from it all. Fuck it. Fuck everyone. Fuck you. Fuck this. Fuck that. When I moved here, I don't regret being in this place. I don't begrudge leaving this place. I don't anything. I was a drunkard, going through a divorce, failing out of my college courses I had gone back to school for, unemployed, unemployable. I moved in here because of this space I'm sitting in now. Not because the house. The house is my home. It's our home. It's become our home. But it's a hunk of shit. It really is. I don't even know that it's got good bones. It would need to bring to my standards of this is a reasonable place. It'd need a lot of work. It can be done. I've done it to houses worse. And I started here. It just kind of leaves you windblown. I lost the shop, got back here. I'm stabilizing our finances, our personal family economy. And then I get this. You gotta leave. That's a little rough to bite off on. So I've gone through the whole myriad of emotions. Mad, sad, forlorn. I'm a depressant by nature, so I'm going to swing to that forlorn melancholy over and over until I have something sorted out. So I guess we go on we move forward with plan A. We just have to, we're skipping a few steps. What I'm looking for now is I'd love to find something rural out of Des Moines. Get the fuck out of town. Find that 100-year-old farmhouse with a building out back attached to a farm. Farmer built his shit on the other side 5 miles away. Farms the land, but has this property that needs to be maintained, and well, he can make an income off of it. That's what I'm hoping to find. A building with 220, a home with three bedrooms or better, all in our price range. That's the goal. It can be done. Nothing's insurmountable. I'm hurting right now. I really am. Up in my heart, in my head, I'm hurting. And I can't let that distract me from my goals and distract me from what I have to do. At this point, I'm going to have to put a couple obligations I had on the back burner. I'm going to do my best not to walk away from any of them. Debts I've accrued, things like that. If I start walking away from debts I accrued, I might as well just file a full bankruptcy legal-like and move on. That doesn't settle well with me. I made my mistakes. Let me give me the opportunity to fix them. Like I said, this isn't a tale of woe. My personal development, my personal growth, spiritual growth, emotional, mental, I've grown here. I can sit down and have a couple beers and enjoy it. And that's it. Walk away. I've enjoyed my time here. It brought me to all you folks. My time here brought me to all of you folks. So, it brought me to my wife. It brought me to a family I never knew I would have. It brought me to a career I never knew I'd have. 6 years ago, I'd never fabricated a panel. I'd never painted a car. I'd never. Everything I'm doing now, I had never. I'm so deeply obligated right now, I can't just walk away. It doesn't work like that. So, I'll be self-employed. I'll find somewhere I can do that. I don't know if it'll be a building attached to a house or if it'll be a standalone shop again. But I can almost guarantee you and watch me eat my words. But I can almost guarantee you that it won't be in Des Moines. If it's in Des Moines, it's because I've gotten a backer, and I'm capable of doing so fiscally in a responsible manner. I found myself a parts vendor for a couple of distributors and manufacturers. I'm going to explore that option. If I get out of Des Moines far enough, I'm going to explore the options of the MIPA products. It could go any number of ways. Mobile welding, MIPA products. I know that at this point, wherever I set up, whether it's a online presence and drop ship or brick and mortar, I know that I need to get into the moving of widgets, whether it's selling, flipping cars, selling products. I've got to do that. That will build what I need more quickly than just doing the work. Because I can make, in a day, what I would make in a week versus my labor in a week of billable labor, I can make in a day selling parts and giving people solid deals on their parts. Not raking anybody over the coals, not just performing business. Good, solid, responsible business. So that's something that fell in my lap recently. So I'm going to explore that a little more deeply because I can get all kinds of either OE quality or, your basic repop, tang, yang. In restorations, it's kind of what you can get. It really is. And so I feel lucky there. I feel very blessed with all my experiences. I'm just damned exhausted. So I'm going to work at my business education. We'll call it homeschooling. I am going to work on my fiscal situation so we can get moved from here and stable somewhere else. It's time to make a big change in life. I've felt very suffocated, very trapped by obligations I put on my head that other people clearly aren't interested in me maintaining. So why? That frees me up to focus on the obligations I've placed on my head that are relevant. I could sit down and make a plan. I have to sit down and figure out the obligations that are relevant right now. Whether I readdress other obligations later and square them is a whole other matter. But the realization of the story is most people in my position will go bankrupt and they'll call everybody. They'll call the landlord of their shop. They'll call their jobbers. They'll call the car owners. They'll call everybody and go, look, I'm out. Come get your shit. If you want to sue me, go downtown, fill out the paperwork, stand in fucking line. By the way, when all the chips fall and everybody's standing in line with their chit in hand, I'm filing bankruptcy and walking away. That's the new American standard. And I understand it. I grasp it. I just can't bring myself to that level. So that's where my feeling is. I feel very betrayed by myself right now. I know I'm capable of more, but I'm incapable of doing more. I'll keep you guys appraised of what's going on. I'm going to keep working. I'm going to keep plugging away. I'll get some footage of this Nova. I'll get some footage of this Chevelle because these are both going to going to be moving forward this week. The Nova will be done this week. The Chevelle will be moving towards getting all the body work done this week. I plan on having the whole drivetrain set back up and ready to just stitch in some trunk metal and body mounts and go. I'm completely exhausted mentally. I want to be exhausted physically. I need to break away from the interwebs and online for a minute and just focus. Sit out back in the fucking light of the full moon and think. Because I can get really emotional about this and really upset, but this just freed me from some of my main suffocating responsibilities I put on myself. I think Smith Welding and Restoration is going to have a bright future if I maintain that moniker. But I got a lot of angles. I do have one fellow that would be interested in investing. I have another fellow that would be interested in partnering. I have yet another guy that'd be interested in investing in a different aspect, a different leg of the journey. So it's time I start looking. I pull the blinders off, because I got these blinders on. Responsibility, 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 responsibility. The more responsibilities that stack up, the further those blinders, I'm blind. I gotta take and move the problem back and spin it around and realign my view. But in a lot of ways, like I said, this is very freeing for me. It's stressful, it's worrisome, but it's very freeing in the same respect, because my ceiling isn't there anymore. I get to establish where my ceiling is to be for now. My boundaries are gone now. I get to reestablish where the boundaries I wish them to be. I'm going to take 2 minutes and then I'm out of here. This is it. And I've done this, I've fallen in this trap, and I've observed this trap. I once was told or read somewhere this neat little colloquialism. The easy path is very difficult in the beginning, and the hard path is very easy in the beginning. See, the easy path is very difficult to get established and built up and functioning. It doesn't matter what this path or journey in your life you're on. It's very difficult to get established and built and moving. But once it's established, once you've fed that baby, once you've raised that child, once you've established that shop, once you've established that presence, that machinery, it becomes very easy after that to maintain and just roll forward. The easy path is always the nut buster in the beginning, because your aim is to do it right, do it well, whatever. The hard path is very simple in the beginning, and it's the pitfall everybody falls into. You take a deposit on work you can't perform, whether intentional or not. You do quick, easy jobs for that easy money to pay the bill. I got to do this. This is easy money. I'm watching friends go through this right now. And they're doing well, they're doing right by it, but everything else that they wanted out of their business is gone. The business model doesn't look anywhere remotely close to where they started. And that's going to build a reputation, I think, in the wrong direction. It did for me. built a reputation in the wrong direction. You can't get to the big projects because you're working on little projects. So that reputation fails you. People stop bringing you restorations or big projects, which the simple restorations turn into more complex restorations, turn into full builds eventually. And that's hard to establish. It's hard to float, especially with no cash flow or credit. Or I shouldn't say cash flow, cash, just money, financing the problem. The hard path, you're making quick, easy money. So you bring on more quick, easy money, bring on more people to make that quick, easy money. Eventually it's going to fall on itself. Something will happen where it'll fall in on itself. It's an unsustainable model because you are catering to the lowest common denominator. So instead of building your presence, building your distributorship, if you're selling widgets, be it clothes, be it paint, be it car parts, be it cars, be it real estate, whatever, you're stifling your presence on that side to get the quick cash, that fast dash of cash, man. And eventually it's going to become very oppressive and squish you. Because the further down that rabbit hole you go, because this is where you're at, this was your goal, this was your ideal, those two paths diverge so widely you can't get back without stopping and redirecting, which I did. I've stopped and redirected everything. Money's tighter, but it's more stable too. It's not as a volatile circumstance. So there's that. I'm going to resolve to chase the easy path. And it's damn hard right now. Is that cryptic enough for you? All right, I'm out. I'm done. This was a good take. We're going to load it. You folks have a marvelous day.